Hey, Tej Stouffer here from Recycled Fish. Thank you for your interest in fishing in this year's 2010 Recycled Fish 24-Hour Fish-A-Thon. So cool that you're interested in participating. I wanted to give you a quick rundown. So here goes. First, welcome to my messy office. Sorry for the mess back there. A little bit of the stuff that happens at Recycled Fish happens right here in my little home office. I'm really lucky to be able to work from home, but most of the great stuff that happens through people like you. People who are willing to be ambassadors for our cause and spread the good word through everyday living. So I'm very grateful to you and hope that you'll join us as a Fish-A-Thon ambassador this year. Okay, so Recycled Fish, you probably know exactly who we are and what we're up to and everything. Here's how I put it often. Recycled Fish is the national nonprofit organization of anglers, people who love to fish, living a lifestyle of stewardship both on and off the water because our lifestyle runs downstream. So that's a lot of words. What it boils down to is this. A recycled fish is one that's been let go again. Catch and release has caught on, but our fisheries are still in trouble, and the reason is our lifestyle runs downstream. So the stuff we do every day, what we put on our lawns or whether we have a low-flow shower head, that matters just as much to the future of our fisheries. That's often how I sum up who Recycled Fish is and what we do. So what is all that? I mean, it's education. We educate anglers. It takes funds to do that stuff, and the 24-Hour Fish-A-Thon has become one of our biggest annual fundraising tools, and it works like any other a-thon. So last year was the first year for the Fish-A-Thon, and it went great. We had got to give away some sweet trips. We gave away a trip to Spring Bay Resort up on Lake Vermilion, Northwoods, Minnesota, and we also gave away a trip in the far south end of the United States, down at Lake Amistad, right on the U.S.-Mexico border. Kevin Workman and his brother Josh Workman just got back from Amistad. They fished with PAA pro angler Kurt Dove. They had a great time. Amazing weather, super fish. It was a trip of a lifetime. This fall, the Miller boys from Nebraska will be headed up to Lake Vermilion, and I know they're going to have a great time, but they haven't taken their trip that they won last year yet. So you could win a trip in this year's Fish-A-Thon also. But one other thing on last year's Fish-A-Thon, we raised $6,000. To a cause the size of ours, that's really significant. This year, we'll more than double it, I'm absolutely sure. Here's how. The Recycled Fish 24-Hour Fish-A-Thon is anglers fishing around the country and around the clock to raise awareness for some of the problems facing our fisheries and raising money to help solve those problems. So as a Fish-A-Thon ambassador, the first thing that you would do is say, hey, I'm interested in doing this. And you put together a little team. You need at least 2 people on your team. We want people fishing in twos for safety. You're out there for 24 hours, but also because it's a good way to help spread the word. So first thing, tell Buddy or I that you want in, and then you'll start getting all the Fish-A-Thon communications. You'll get weekly coaching and updates, stuff that'll help you be a more effective ambassador, stuff that is just fun. We have weekly contests to give away prizes to all our Fish-A-Thon ambassadors, so that's really fun. And then you pick a water, somewhere that you want to fish, and then identify an issue facing that water. So maybe you're going to fish a lake that has zebra mussels, and you want to talk about how we make sure we don't transport zebra mussels somewhere else. Or maybe you're fishing a lake that has a bad hydrilla problem, or doesn't have a hydrilla problem. You want to make sure it doesn't get a hydrilla problem, so you're going to talk about that. Maybe it's a body of water that has a bad trash problem, and you're going to talk about that. Or maybe it's a lake that you want to talk about how our lifestyle runs downstream, and there's urban runoff. It's an urban lake. Or maybe you want to talk about taking kids fishing. Whatever your body of water, what the issue is facing your body of water, identify that. And then you just go to a bunch of people that you know, and you say, look, I'm fishing for 24 hours straight. It's a very difficult thing to do and a huge accomplishment in its own right. Fishing for 24 hours straight, and I need your help. I'd like you to sponsor an hour of my fishing. And so people offer to sponsor an hour of your fishing, and how much that hour costs is kind of up to you. You could say, I want to raise $10 an hour. I'll raise $250. Hey, that would be great. And so maybe $10 an hour is what you're aiming for. Some people might do more like a $25 an hour. I think that's more average, that people would shoot for like a $25 an hour, try to get all their hours sponsored at $25. But you could shoot for $50 an hour or $100 an hour, because whoever raises the most money is going to win the trip of a lifetime, and whoever has the best 24 hours on the water, they're going to win the trip of a lifetime too. And this year, Boat US Angler is covering our hard costs against those trips. So that means even more money to the bottom line for Recycled Fish, and means all the funds we raise they're even more effective. They go right back to the resource. Isn't that great? So super thanks to the guys at Boat US Angler. That's really cool. Anyway, so you do the fundraising portion through the summer, and then early September is when the fish-a-thon happens. You fish from 6 p.m. on Friday night till 6 p.m. on Saturday night. Your best catch, your best fish, you photograph them on a ruler, and then we put them into the Angling Masters calculator, and that's how we find out who had the best 24 hours on the water. So once you get off the water, you're going to probably get some sleep, and then you're going to enter in your fish, and then we'll find out how everybody did out there. The other component of it is media. Somewhere along the way, you're probably letting your local media know what you're doing, and we got tons and tons, hundreds of thousands of media impressions last year. I'm sure there'll be even more this year. So you could get TV coverage and newspaper coverage while you're out there on the water, which is also pretty cool. Hey, it all makes a big difference for our waters. And so your interest in being a part of Fish-A-Thon is just huge. Everybody who participates winds up with some free stuff, so that's cool. But you're doing a lot for the cause and for taking care of our waters. So it's just awesome of you to be interested. Now, if this is something that you want to do, you just need to get in contact with Buddy Johns or myself, Tej Stouffer, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction and get you going in this year's Fish-A-Thon. Thank you for your interest, because it does take more than sportsmen to take care of our lakes, streams, and seas. I mean, it takes stewards like you. So thanks.